Welcome to the third video where I am recreating foods from Disney movies. I had two other videos and I did them almost a year ago. I think it was April of last year. I lived in a different house. The kitchen wasn't as aesthetically pleasing and I did a lot of awesome foods. So I did Mulan's breakfast, ratatouille, beignets, Lilo and Stitch cake, Aladdin's bread, and why can't I think of the other one? Kronk spinach puffs. How could I forget that? And they were all so good and you guys love those videos. They've done really well. I've got 3 more foods to recreate from Disney movies and I think you guys are gonna love them. So, first one, you might be wondering, Marissa, why do you look like a giant cheese souffle? And that's because I'm making a cheese souffle. But not one giant cheese souffle, but 4 mini cheese souffles. And you might be like, what the heck is cheese souffle from? But if you think in your brain, if you don't know it yet, think about the song in Disney that has the most food mentioned in it ever. It has a lot of options, right? Beef ragout, cheese souffle, pie and pudding on flambe. Cheese souffle, it's Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. They mention it for literally 1 second, but it looks so cool and puffy that I really would like to try it in a simplified version. This is what I wish my cheese souffle would look like, but I don't have the tools to be able to do that, aka the right-sized ramekin. I just have little tiny ramekins for lava cake purposes, so here is the short little clip. I'm gonna try not to get copyrighted. Actually, let me sing over it so you guys can see. Beef ragout, cheese souffle. Cheese souffle, there you go. We are gonna be doing these little mini ones. I'm linking the recipe down below. Hopefully we can get them to stay puffy. I'm claiming this energy. I'm claiming this energy. We need a real big puff cheese souffle. All mini ones. I've never even had cheese souffle before. I had to literally look up how to eat cheese souffle because I was like, do you cut it? Do you just like eat it right out of the bowl? And I think you eat it right out of the bowl. So we're just gonna see what happens and hopefully it comes out well. I think it's gonna be delicious. A lot of cheese souffles usually use Gruyere cheese. They also use like mustard powder for some reason. So I'm gonna switch it to what I like, which is mozzarella, aka mozzarella. My family says mozzarella because we're Italian. That's just what we say. So that's what I'm gonna be putting in mine because I know I will love that. And who doesn't want to eat just like a giant bowl of baked cheese? I do. So this is the kind of thing where you can use whatever cheese you want. And I'm not gonna talk during the recipe. It's just gonna be a beautiful little French montage. Me being a French chef as a cheese souffle, making cheese souffles. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope you enjoy this process. I hope it comes out well. They're in the oven and, hold on, I have hiccups. You know when you feel a hiccup coming? Okay, they're in the oven and strict rules is to not open the oven for the first 20 minutes at all because you don't want them to deflate. As soon as they get the air, they're just gonna go down. So I'm leaving them closed in there for 35 minutes. And then what you do is you turn off the oven while they're still in there, let it cool down a little bit, and then take them out because if it's a temperature shock, they're gonna deflate. We want them to stay puffy and beautiful. I'm just gonna show some clips of it rising because I'm not gonna sit here and film a whole time lapse. I would have to like stand up and hold camera, but here's a pretend time lapse. Okay, I have my little cheese souffle. Clearly, even though I tried to make it not deflate, it did still deflate. And I could have definitely filled them a little bit more if I just did maybe 3, and then they would have gone over the edges and stuff. But first try ever making a cheese souffle. It was really easy. It's actually really fun, and it smells so good. It smelled like a croissant for some reason. I don't know why. But I guess that's kind of some of the same ingredients that a croissant has besides the cheese. But also, here's this beautiful little rose that Tony got me for Christmas. I thought it was very fitting to put in the background. Let's try this cheese souffle. Ooh, weird. I don't know why I thought it would be a lot like stretchier and cheesier, but there's a lot of egg in here. It is pretty good, but I've got to say, it looks so fancy, but it's like the simplest thing ever. It's just milk, eggs, and cheese for the most part, and that's kind of just what it tastes like. I'm sure if you use different kinds of cheese, maybe a blend of cheese, maybe some more spices, it would be a little bit more gourmet, but for me, this is good. And I'll probably like freeze them and have them for breakfast because I feel like cheese souffle is a really good breakfast because of all the eggs. So I'm gonna rate this like a 6 out of 10. I don't think I'll make it again. I think I'd rather just have regular eggs and cheese in the morning. But, you know, I tried it, and I will see you tomorrow for the next. Welcome to day 2 of making foods inspired by Disney movies. This is from a movie that I feel like is extremely underrated, and I think that's because it doesn't have a lot of songs in it, and that is Brave. So Brave has some cool little pastries in it because they feast a lot and there's always like a lot of things on the table. And then there's, of course, the tart that turns the mom into a bear, which is really fun. I thought about doing that. But I had to do the iconic treat that the brothers love, the triplet brothers, which is fun because I'm a triplet. I just love that movie so much. I don't know why I could watch Brave over and over, and I wanted to just like watch it with all my family members and everyone I know because it just makes me feel so good inside. And I love the song Touch the Sky, and now I'm rambling. But anyway, this is the food in question here. I don't know if they're supposed to be like biscuits, aka cookies, or rolls. That seems like it's more possible for like a medieval time period. So I think it's just iced bread. And I don't even know if they would have icing like that back then, but we're gonna go with it. And I'm getting this recipe from Nerdy Nummies, which I used to watch all the time when I was young. And she made them as iced rolls. So basically it's just like a dinner roll that you ice and you put cherry on top. So it should be pretty simple. And I love making bread, so it'll be fun to get the yeast out again and just let the dough rise and all that stuff. So that's really gonna be it for this one. And here's the clip. So let's go making these Scottish iced rolls. Also, do you like my Merida shirt today? This is like the closest thing I have to like Merida style. I don't know. I feel like it kind of fits a little bit. My crazy curly hair is out to play. I can't keep it out while I'm cooking it. I'm gonna get it in the bread, but let's go. I can't rock it like Merida. Oh my gosh, these rolls were so fun to make and they look amazing. They're so soft. And so I only decided to ice one of them because I would rather have my family enjoy the rolls because I know they probably wouldn't like it like this, but this one is for Disney purposes. It dripped a little bit down the side, even though it was like fully cooled, but it's okay. How cute does it look with the cherry? I love it. I don't like the taste of maraschino cherries, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try a nice big bite with icing. This is such a soft roll, like it's squishable. It is so beautiful. You guys gotta see it up close. It is so beautiful. Oh, and literally didn't even take an hour. Weird. It's so weird to have cookie icing and bread. Like, what? But look how beautiful this is. I love it. So for the overall taste, because it has the icing, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Because like I would never put icing on bread. I don't know why, I'm not a sweets person. I love bread like being savory all the way. I don't like sweet breads. So if you really like sweet breads, you're going to love this because it's like literally sugar and bread. But I'm definitely gonna be making these rolls again just for dinner because they're beautiful. They're so soft and I'm obsessed with them. I see how the kids loved it. It's definitely something that a child would not ever stop eating. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for the most highly requested food. Welcome to the third and final day of recreating foods from Disney movies. This was my most requested thing. I asked you guys on Instagram, pretty much every single person said to make this. And what even is it? Is it a food? Is it a dessert? We don't even know. It's an enigma. And I'm talking about the gray stuff from Be Our Guest in Beauty and the Beast. The classic, try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me, ask the dishes. It's mentioned as quickly as cheese souffle is mentioned, and I promise you, most people would not know cheese souffle is in the song. Maybe they would, but everyone knows that the gray stuff is in that song for the most part. And Belle just kind of dips her finger in it, and luckily the parks have made the gray stuff into an actual dessert in the Be Our Guest restaurant, and I think probably in Disneyland as well. And that is what I'm going to be making today. So they decided to create it as a cookies and cream mousse. That's how you get the gray color. And apparently it's amazing. So I'm very excited to make this mousse slash buttercream slash whatever the heck it is. And it kind of sits on top of a cupcake and on top of a cookie. So we're gonna see what we can do here. This might take a while. There's a lot of steps here, but I think if I just like get it going, it'll be fine. I'm very excited to eat this because I actually didn't have it in the parks at all. I was just like, I don't really want that, whatever. But I think it's gonna be delicious. I'm dressed in gray, obviously, for the gray stuff. I've just kept my theme going about dressing with the foods, and I hope you guys like it. Let's see what we can do here. Let's make the gray stuff. Whew. Another French chef Marissa coming out to play. Let's go. I'm back with my little rose and my setup. Here is the gray stuff. I think it came out absolutely perfect. The buttercream frosting worked amazingly. It tastes just like Oreos. I had a little bit of taste before I am back, but I'm so excited. The little cupcake thing worked so well. The shortbread cookie, it looks exactly like the movie. So, first thing, well, besides like the little pearls, which looks like the park. The first thing I'm gonna do is get a little scoop of it, like Belle does in the movie. It doesn't like come off that easily. It's like very stiff, but there it is. It literally just tastes like I'm eating an Oreo. It is so good. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to get one bite with everything in it. This is gonna be a lot. Oh god, on my nose. Oh my god. That is so good. That little red peeking through, like the rose. It's beautiful. You really should like cut it in half, but wow, that's a lot to eat. I think I need a fork, but it is absolutely a 10 out of 10. I've never even had it in the park, so I don't know what it tastes like there, but hopefully it tastes like this because I think mine's amazing. Heaven, heaven. What a beautiful way to end this series with this 10 out of 10 dish. I highly recommend you make this. There's a lot of steps, so definitely buy the shortbread cookies or sugar cookies because making those on top of making the cupcakes and the buttercream definitely took a long time, but it was worth it. This is so good. Thank you so much for watching. There are some Disney recipes left, so I could do this in the future if you guys really want to see something else that I haven't done. So let me know down below and let me know what was your favorite. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a magical day. Bye.